Hey everyone, so in this video we're going to cover JPA many-to-many relationships. So let's just get straight into it. So we've got our cart, we've got our item, and in the previous video we covered many-to-one and one-to-many. Now what we've done here is we replaced the one-to-many and the many-to-one annotations with many-to-many. So what this means is that a cart or many carts can belong to many items, and then in the item side, many carts or many items can belong to many carts. Now, I've got them mapped by here, but let's just remove that for the time being. So we know the mapped by in the past that refers to the owning side, or that mentions that the items, which is this here, and that says that the cart is the owning side of this many-to-many items, a many-to-many relationship. So for the time being, let's just forget that's there, and let's say many carts can belong to many items. And let's run this. So have a look at our tests. We've got a set now, a set of carts, and then we've got a set of, and then we create our items and cart, and we set that on the items and cart as well to create that bidirectional relationship. So if we run our tests, let's see what gets created for us. We'll see that since we've got a bidirectional relationship, what happens is we get 4 tables get created for us. So we have our cart items cart, and cart items as well. So we've got a cart entity, we've got an item entity, we've got cart items, which is this side with the item carts, and then this item carts as well. So 2 extra tables get created for us, and that's because we haven't defined what side is the owning side of this entity relationship. So what we can do is we can define a mapped by which says this is the inverse side of this. So that means the cart is going to own this relationship. And then if we run our tests again, we'll see we have 1 less table created for us. And we have our cart items table created for us. So cart items, because the cart is the owning side and the item is the referring side. And jump back to that, SQL statements get created for us. So if our cart, we have cart items and our item cart, and our item, sorry. And then we have the foreign keys added to the cart items, which refers to the item ID and the cart ID. And we'll see that what gets printed out is the insert statements that get inserted, and the foreign keys as well in our joining table. And then what happens here is we have our item and cart that gets printed here. So let's for the time being remove this. So we've got this in here because it creates a Stack Overflow exception because we have an infinite loop between cart and items. And we'll see that in a second when we run this now. But let's move that to the other side. So let's move it to the item side. And we see there's a Stack Overflow exception that happened. And then if we move it to the item side and run the test again, we'll see we get our cart printed out with the items inside of it, and also the carts that the items that are in the cart. And then we go, so we've got our cart, we've got our ID, our primary key, and then we've got our set of items that belong to this cart. So that's there, and then this is the items that we're printing out on the bottom there, but because we exclude that from the toString, we don't get the actual cart that the items are part of. But we would if we move that toString around, or we had other ways to prevent that infinite loop, which there are other ways in that, so as well, keep that in mind. So that's pretty much it. That'll do it for this video. So we've done the many-to-many bidirectional relationship for JPA entities using Hibernate. And that'll do it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.